Our next question looks like it's coming via email. That's from Carolina and Miguel. We're about to have our first baby and would love some last minute advice for our first day home alone with Miguelito. Okay, so congratulations to you as well. Having your first baby at home, there are a couple of things that I suggest you actually have at home before you get to the house. And that's, for example, your car seat. The car seat is so important. It's trickier than you think, it's hard to install, and it's very difficult to get it right in the perfect position for your baby. So I absolutely recommend you get your car seat, you learn how to use it, you find out where all of the straps go, you put it in the car and actually teach yourself how to install it and remove it before you have the baby. When you get to the hospital, when you're leaving the hospital, excuse me, you're definitely going to have to strap the baby in. And usually, sometimes the nurses will come down and make sure you know how to put the car seat in the car before you go home. You want to make sure you have your bassinet or crib ready. Usually in the first month of life, you're going to have a bassinet in your bedroom with you alongside the bed. And so you want to make sure that you have a bassinet that you're comfortable with, that doesn't have, pillows and thick linings because that's a hazard to the baby. And you want to make sure you have that all set up. Of course, your essentials like your diapers and your diaper receptacle and your wipes. It sounds silly to remind you of that, but you'd be surprised about the amount of things that you forget before the baby comes home. Having diapers, most of the time we get a lot of newborn sized diapers. And what people don't tell you at the baby shower and during the gift giving is that those newborn diapers usually fit your baby for about 2 weeks. So you really want to have the next size up ready on hand so that you don't have to make those last minute runs to the store. And finally, you want to have really good swaddle blankets, onesies and teething toys, but most importantly, the swaddle blankets and the onesies. The swaddle blankets, because swaddling is so important for a fussy, crying, anxious baby. Swaddling really soothes your baby. And if you have the right size blanket that's good for swaddling, that is going to save you so much when you're home with that crying baby. Also, you want to have a lot of 100% cotton onesies. So, especially with the first baby, we get beautiful gifts from friends all the time. We get fancy pajamas, the beautiful material, the monograms, and it's just amazing. And I agree. But after the second or third time your baby spits up or soils those beautiful pajamas, you're going to be really tired of using them and washing them and changing them. And having a nice, easy cotton onesie on hand that you can just go through the day is going to be so beneficial to you. So those are my recommendations for the must-haves. And also, before you leave the hospital, just take advantage of these wonderful labor and delivery and mother-baby nurses that you'll have on hand. The mother-baby nurses are there to help you. They're here not only to nurse your partner who is postpartum, but also just to help teach you the very basics of having the newborn. They'll teach you how to bathe the baby. They'll teach you how to burp your baby, how to swaddle your baby in the perfect position so that their arms don't come out and they don't break the swaddle. They help you making formula. And honestly, I know that it sounds silly, but making formula and mixing it correctly is very important. If you dilute it too much or you give it too concentrated, you really could harm the baby. So learning how to mix formula correctly is essential, and your nurse can help you do that. You also want to learn how to properly burp your baby and how to soothe your baby. And for those of you that have never had young siblings or little cousins, they'll teach you how to change a diaper.